Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Counting Blessings, and I'm Jen. And before I get started, I'm apologizing once again. I'm filming at night when I just got home from work. I did my little downtime, relaxed for a little bit, looked over the homeschool stuff that I left with my son to do when I left for work, and did things that are just work related that I've got to record. Long story. But yes, I do look a hot mess, but I wanted to go ahead and get started on filming this video so that I'm on top of putting my videos up on a regular basis. My goal is to film and put up two videos a week. Sorry, I stuttered, apologize. But 2 videos a week, and I want to post them on Tuesdays and Fridays for you guys, and they're going to center once again around planning, homeschool, or just looking at my life and being grateful for what I do have. Once again, the reason why I call my channel is Counting Blessings, because everything in my life I count as a blessing. Good, bad, and everything comes in between. So before we dive in, today's going to be about my planner, things that I use on a regular basis, so I consider them to be my must-have when planning out in my planner. First thing first, of course, is the planner. I use my plum paper, excuse me. It is a plum paper, alright, so we're going to do this way, haha. So it is a plum paper planner that I use, except for it is technically actually just a dot grid notebook. I don't know if you can see that very well, maybe if I go in slowly. Yeah, it's just like a dot grid, and I create my planner. And I'm going to tag in my video before of my flip through from my July, my move-in, kind of like welcome to my new planner for 2020, 2021. I'm going to tag that in a card above, I hope, in a card above. I'm going to tag it. But yeah, so I do a combination of markers and stickers. So I'm going to share with you what I use to create my journal / my planner. First thing, and yes, I have notes written down, so if I'm looking down, that is what I'm doing. So the first thing is the planner itself. It is just a dot grid journal from plum paper. And on the cover of it, it has a different cover. But anyway, moving on, what do I write with? I write with a lot of things. My writing utensils happen to be my favorite. I love fine tip pens. I don't want a medium, 0.7, all of that stuff I don't want. I really, really love a fine tipped pen. And Papermate. These are the Papermate ink gel. And I've got all kind of different colors, and there's so many different colors, and I love color. I like black and white, I like simple, but I like color. So the fact that I can find all of these pens, and they are fine, 0.5 millimeters in writings. I love these pens, and this is what I write with when I'm writing down my list or whatever the case may be. It's what I write with. Also, if you notice in my planner, there's a lot of black, so it's kind of like the accenting, decorative writing sometimes, and for that I use Faber-Castell markers. I use their size small and a size extra small, and they're small that I use for drawing lines, making, I guess, decorative accents within my planner. And then of course with my writing, when I make my list, I have discovered the Mildliner, you guys. I used to just like kind of check off or use the dot grid symbols of, I guess it's kind of like the greater than symbol, not to like move things over to the next day or the next week or whatnot, or the X for it to be completely done, line up and down for canceled, halfway through the mark when you're just working on it but you're not done with it. I used to use the symbols, but because I would write down the same things over and over and they would repeat, and then sometimes I'm just moving things over, I decided to do a different style of that, and I talked about that in my planner when I did my setup for my new planner. But I used Mildliner kind of to like highlight through things that I have completed so I can see what's not done and see what is done. I also use markers to draw and color and create color. And for those markers, I have, the Staedtler. I don't know if it will go up there or not, but it's the Staedtler, that's it. The Staedtler Tri-Plus, yeah, Tri-Plus 5 liner. And I've got colors and colors of that. Like I said, I love color. It's great. Also for writing, because I do make my own journal or my own planner, and I'm not comfortable free-handing a lot of my things, especially when I'm planning it out. I don't want to mess up, and that is something I'm struggling with, because sometimes mistakes make the beautiful things. But anyway, I use a pencil, and not just any pencil. It is a lead pencil that is shaped, it looks like a normal pencil, but it's actually, it is actually just a lead pen that I bought from my son. I discovered him when we first did our first year of homeschool. Did not have a pencil sharpener. I didn't want that in my house. Just more noise. Him getting up from the table to go sharpen his pencil, sitting back down, sharpening your pencil again. It's the fun thing to do. Let's sharpen more pencils. I want to sharpen my pencil again. So I decided I'm going to take that out, and I use lead pens. And I discovered these, and they are from Paper Mate as well. And they are actually 1.3 lead, HB. Very thick lead. I don't know if you can tell the difference or not. I'm going to try to cover that up there. But it's a very thick lead, so I can kind of sketch lightly and then erase really easy with an eraser. So I always have also a pen and an eraser at all times, because it's just a plan. And I sketch, and then I go back over with the marker or whatever. So I always have a just random, nothing special eraser. No big deal. But this lead pencil is from Paper Mate. It's the Tri Grip or whatever. It's kind of shaped like a triangle, so it's easy to grip. And I bought them for my son, and I discovered that I love using them because they're great for sketching in my planner. The lead is so big that it's just doesn't get that harsh, I guess, like it's harsh edge to it. It's more of a soft, kind of like barely writing on your paper, if that makes no sense at all. I am so sorry, but it does for me. So it's like easy to sketch, kind of lightly draw, versus that harsh line that leaves a crease in my pencil, leaves a crease on the paper from the pencil. With this, the lead is so big that it doesn't do that unless you write really hard, and I don't. So it's great. And then, that's all the writing utensils that I use. And again, it's a planner. You're going to write. You want to use items that you love. I love Paper Mate Inkjoy. I love the Fine Tip. I love markers from Staedtler. Anyway, moving on. Yes, I'm sorry ahead of time. I'm still rambling. Also, I do a little bit of stickering, as you've seen. My X-Acto knife is something else that I have to have. I use it to reshape stickers to make them fit better, or to kind of slash them in certain ways so I can use them both in different places or whatnot. I also use them for when I'm cutting, what is it called? Washi tape. It's perfect. It is so perfect. Except for I can't carry this with me everywhere I go, because I do travel into an airport for my job, and it's nice. I can't have it. So it stays at home with me, and I do this at home at the dining room table or my desk in the living room. But it stays in a little pouch with all my washis, and that's that. So I'm going to recap because this video is really short. But it's what I use. I'm going to recap for you here. I got my planner that I use from Plum Paper. And again, I'm getting used to this. My planner from Plum Paper. And it's just a notebook, dot grid. I love it. It's simple, white paper, and I can create my own. The pencils that I use, or the pens rather, the Inkjoy from Paper Mate. I love them. And these aren't the clicker ones. They're actually the caps. So it's just, I was afraid that I was going to lose them, but whatnot. It helps me. I messed up many bags because I forgot that I left the clicker on and the ink bled into the bags, and then I was like, man, I really love that bag. So I like that I actually have caps on it, so it secures it, and then I stick it in my little bag. I love the Fiberglass pens to draw the black lines with, and then of course the mild liner, the lead pen with the eraser, and the X-Acto knife. So if you have any questions or want to add anything, if you had to pick one item that you plan with on a regular basis that you could do without, everything else you had to pick only one, I want to know what you would choose. Me, it would be my Papermate Ink Joy pen. I can do whatever I need to with it. Just, if I had to, this is the only thing I could use, this is what I would use. So if you want to comment below, what's the one planner item that you use in your planner every day? If you only use one item, what would it be? Me, it would be my Inkjoy Papermate pen. I could do without everything else. And what is your one must-have? If you want to see more of these videos or videos like this and learn more about what I do in my life as a homeschool mom, working mom, planning mom, subscribe and help me grow my channel. Until then, have a great night. Bye, you guys.